Allah says in Surah An-Nisaa, chapter 4, verse 147, مَا يَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ بِعَذَابِكُمْ إِن شَكَرْتُمْ وَآمَنْتُمْ. What is God going to get out of you by punishing you if you are thankful and you believe? وَكَانَ اللَّهُ شَاكِرًا عَلِيمًا. And indeed, Allah is always thankful and knowing. Now this verse teaches us two important things. Number one is the verse right before this one. It talks about the people who are going to be in the lowest depths of the hellfire, of Jahannam. Who are the people who are the absolute worst people who are going to be at the lowest levels of hellfire? What do you know? What type of people will they be? Munafiqeen, the hypocrites. The hypocrites are the ones who are going to be at the lowest levels of hellfire. And right after that verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, what is Allah going to get out of punishing you? What does He mean by that? He means that even the people who are the worst of the worst, right after that, Allah contrasts that and says, you know what? Even those people can change. And if those people are willing to change their ways, Allah's not interested in punishing them. Allah doesn't want to punish anybody. It's the people that keep going on their own behavior, they keep on going in their bad ways. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punishes them. So this is point number one, that there's hope for everybody. There's even hope for people who are the absolute worst of the worst, as long as they make tawbah and they change their ways before their death. The second point is that today we live in an age of skepticism. People ask all sorts of questions, and one of the things that they do is they complain about Islam, they complain about Allah by asking rhetorical questions. And it confuses people oftentimes. So, well, why does Islam say we have to do this? Why does Allah do this? And one of the things that people say is they complain about the idea of being punished for you doing something wrong. Why did Allah have to make hellfire? Why did Allah have to punish us? Why can't He just put everybody in Jannah if He wanted to? He could do that. Of course He could. But is that the right thing? Is that justice? Would that be fair to all the people who did that work? So when people make that argument and they say, you know, why does Allah have to punish us? Why does He want to do that? And Allah gives you the response directly. The response is, what is Allah going to get by punishing you? Nothing. All Allah is asking you to do is two things. Number one, you be thankful. Number two, you believe. That's all you got to do. Like, that's the core of Islam. Believing in Allah and being thankful for the things that you have. But what do people end up doing? They end up doing the exact opposite. Either they reject belief and they start believing in all sorts of weird superstitions and idols and worshipping human beings and all that, or they're ungrateful. And the problem with people is that we don't reflect upon the blessings that we've been given. It's like somebody who invests in the stock market in a halal way, not like options and short trading and all that stuff, but halal investing in the stock market, all right? And then, yeah, I know, I saw some smiles, all right? Go easy on the Robinhood app, guys, okay? If you're not doing well financially, I get this question all the time. If you're not doing well financially, please do not invest in the stock market. Investing in the stock market is for people who are doing well financially. And they're going to make slow and steady and wise calculated investments with a slow and steady projection of growth. Not for people who say, I'm doing really bad, I need to make some money really quick, and I'm just going to bank on it and gamble this and do some options trading, and Robinhood's going to give me like a little thing to boost my testosterone. Be careful about that. But anyways, so somebody goes and doubles their money in the stock market, and then it goes down 10%. And they start complaining. I can't believe it went down. So you just doubled your money. In 1 year, you had 100% return, and then it went down 10%, and you're mad, and you're upset, and you're complaining. This is what happens to people when they don't reflect upon all the blessings that Allah has given them in this life. Allah has given us so many blessings. If you try to count them, you'll never be able to do so. And what happens? What are we supposed to do? All Allah wants is for us to be thankful. That's it. And He's saying, but if you can't be thankful, and that leads you to the punishment because that's a source of so many problems, that's it. You deserve that punishment. All you got to do is be thankful and believe. What is Allah going to do with punishing you? Allah does not want to punish you. Allah wants you to go to Jannah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the people who are thankful. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the people who do not fall into extreme skepticism unnecessarily. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the people of Jannah. Ameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum.